Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zemo the Dad in DPS, and we're back once again with another episode of Scrip My Pants, a series where I spend 2,000 scrip and see if I get anything that is worth keeping. Very often the case is no. No, I do not. Anyway, before we get into that, don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe, and if you'd like to support the channel more, there is my Ko-fi link down below in the description, as well as the join button to become a YouTube member. So, let's see what we find today. Alrighty, so 20 more weapons. Number 1. That is not a good start. Stalker short handmade, VATS crits, and VATS crits. This could have been such a good weapon if it had not any effect on that, but such a waste of such a good weapon potentially. Next up, Mutant's Black Powder Rifle, 25 damage while aiming, 250 damage resistance while reloading. That's getting script. Absolute piss. Anti-armor Tesla Rifle, VATS crits, 1 perception. Now, the anti-armor Tesla Rifle isn't actually bad. VATS crits on there is okay, and 1 perception is also okay, but at the same time there are better variants. Quad would be amazing for certain. Best drop so far at least. Executioner's Gatling Laser, limb damage, and 90% reduced weight. Not gonna lie to you, I'd probably script this. 90% reduced weight and limb damage isn't really a great combination with the Executioners, so yeah, I'm not too fussed with that weapon, sadly. Executioner's short 10mm submachine gun. Now this one's actually low-key pretty good. Executioners is a very slept on effect. Bullets explode for area damage, always a good effect, but I say always, not always. It is a good effect. And then the VATS critical meter filling 15% faster. So yeah, this is an okay little weapon. Definitely something I'd want to test out and see how well it goes. Alrighty. Aristocrat's Gauss Rifle, 25 damage while aiming, 250 damage resistance while reloading. Again, this is not a bad weapon. Obviously, because of the 25 damage while aiming, it is something that you should probably try and manually aim to pop the heads off stuff. Probably best used on a stealth build in that case, because obviously this thing doesn't have an insane fire rate, and if you're wanting to hit those shots accurately, VATS is usually what I recommend using it with. But still, not bad at all. Right, what next? It's a Savage sort of Assaultron head with Furious on it. It can go to hell. I'm not describing it. It's no point. Just no point. Troubleshooter's 50 cal machine gun with replenish action points for each kill, and Stealth Field. Now this would be an okay one for daily ops against robots, but again, I really do not like the niche damage effects in robots, crabs, all that kind of thing. I don't think those damage effects are worth the paper they're printed on, basically. Next up, Executioner's short plasma pistol, limb damage, reduced weight. Now, the problem with this one is obviously limb damage, reduced weight. Again, not the best combination. I'm fairly certain I got a very similar drop earlier, but different weapon, same effects. I could be completely wrong. Either way, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Exterminator's Fat Man, damage while aiming, and Stealth Field. Balls. You know, Mirelurk and bug effect on there, unless they release a lot more big enemies that are Mirelurks and or bugs, or make them more common. It's just not worth using. Niche effects are just Halfway through. Instigating short lever action, bullets explode for area damage, 25 less VATS action point cost. Now this one I actually am quite happy with. Instigating on a lever action rifle is really good. Bullets explode for area damage, increases the damage for it, and the VATS action point cost. So overall it's actually a decent effect. The entire kind of purpose of this weapon would be to one-shot smaller enemies. Don't get me wrong, the instigating with the bullets explode for area damage kinda don't work together against like multiple enemies, but if you're one-shotting singular enemies that are separated from each other, it's actually decent, and I probably would test it out just to see how well it does. Aristocrat's M79 grenade launcher with limb damage and movement speed while aiming. I mean, Aristocrat's the only good effect on there, really, so I'm not too fussed with that weapon whatsoever. Juggernaut's Ultrasight Gatling Laser with VATS crits and Stealth Field. Very meh weapon. 100% going to get Scrip. The effects don't work well together and not on the weapon it's on. Junkie's Short Double Barrel. Now this is technically a Junkie's God Roll. So you've got Junkies on there, bullets explode for area damage, faster reload. Faster reload is very, very good on a double barrel shotgun. Combine it with the perks, you will be really reloading this thing really quickly. And, well, explosive is really good on this type of weapon. So overall, I'm actually really happy with this. It's actually a really decent weapon. And if they ever get round to buffing Junkies again, to being, you know, comparable to, like, for example, Aristocrats or Bloodied, yeah, this could be a really, really good weapon, and that is a possibility in the future. It always is a possibility in the future when it comes to effects like that. Troubleshooter's Short Plasma, faster fire rate, and 25% VATS action point cost. Again, this would be a really good weapon for daily ops, but I hate Troubleshooters. And I keep getting it, it's really annoying me. I keep getting Troubleshooters everything tonight. Gourmand Minigun, VATS hit chance, 1 perception. This is basically just a 1-star Gourmand minigun. It's pish. It's just pish. Getting Script. 4 more to go. Mutant Slayer's 10mm with bashing damage and stealth field. It is a bad gun. Bad pistol. Again, getting Script. So we've got a Fixer with Mutants, VATS hit chance, 1 agility. This is like a basic, okay Fixer. It's not bad, it's just not optimized in any way, shape or form. This is the kind of Fixer that you would give to a build like somebody that doesn't have Junkies, somebody that doesn't have money, and somebody that just has mutations and isn't bloodied. It's better than Juggernauts in the sense that, you know, you don't need to rely on your health there. So it's a very okay Fixer. It's not a great one though. There are always better options. Anti-armor, for example, comes to mind. But yeah, you know, you don't like a gift horse in the mouth. Aristocrat's Cryolator, replenish action points of each kill, and Stealth Field. This weapon makes me angry. It actually genuinely makes me angry. Fuck off. And last but not least, Anti-Armor Harpoon Gun, replenish action points with each kill, 25 damage resistance while reloading. This one's actually not bad. The replenish action points with each kill means that you can VATS with this thing for longer. Combine that with Grim Reaper Sprint, you've got a good chance of being able to just use this thing with VATS constantly. And the damage resistance for reloading with a weapon of this type isn't actually that bad either. Don't get me wrong, it is not a weapon that's gonna, as I've said before, blow the nipples off God, but it's still an okay little thing to play around with. So I think first up on the list for the top pick tonight is going to be Instigating Short Lever Action Rifle. Now, as you've probably seen recently, I'm a big fan of my single shot rifles, and I'm getting into my rifleman build quite happily. And don't get me wrong, for the intended purpose of explosive, this isn't going to do the damage, or it's not going to do what you'd want in big groups, but at the same time, the instigating combined with the explosive damage is going to one-shot quite a lot of the smaller enemies in the game. Against Earl, against the Queen, yeah, you're not going to get your full benefit out of it. You never are with an instigating weapon anyway. So I think this one is actually low-key, you know, a decent little weapon. So it's been a while since I've ever really looked at the short 10mm submachine guns, and I think I should probably revisit it and see how well it does with these types of effects. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it's necessarily a bad gun. I think I've probably used it badly, and it's not the best either. But Executioners with bullets explode for area damage and VATS critical meter fills 15% faster. Everything's in its favour for doing really well. and I'm going to be interested to see how it performs when I test it out, which I will be doing. It is a very interesting weapon, and I definitely think I need to showcase Executioner's weapons a bit more to show you guys exactly how well they're going to do, at least after the 40% health. And I think tonight's top pick deserves to be the Junkie short double barrel shotgun with bullets explode for air damage, faster reload. In all intents purposes, this is a god roll, and Junkies, while it is not the best effect nowadays, it is something that could be changed in the future. And while you might go, well, it isn't changed now, so why are you doing it? Well, Mutants wasn't as good as it was in the past, so I think it's worth giving Junkies a chance. It's not a bad effect, it's just not the best effect. And as it stands, the gun itself, even without the Junkies effect on there, is still pretty damn deadly. Bullets explode for air damage, faster reload on a double barrel, yeah, fantastic effects. So we're going to stick with it. So that was today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel more, there is my Ko-fi link down in the description and the join button to go on a YouTube member. And let's thank our members, which are Golty, White, Blackburn, Wallers, me, Deofane Gaming, Colin G, Brian RMC, Peggy Knight, Matazbo, Devilman Games, Marcus Carrasco, Scott S, Bubba Doodle Mom, Ranger McSprudel, and Anxiety Rangers. A big thanks to all of you. It's really appreciated, and your support is infinitely welcome. And yeah, so tonight's video, a little bit of success. You don't always win when you go scripting stuff and going to the purveyor, let's be honest, but some of the weapons are interesting and a little bit out of the box, which is kind of what I like using. I strive to kind of get god rolls and, you know, the best weapons of every type in general, but sometimes I do need to get some things that I wasn't actually looking for, because they make a little bit more of an interesting video, I tend to find. Either way, I look forward to testing some of them out. But with that, we'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.